The bigger question is it the right decision or is it not? I'm of the opinion that it is the right decision. And I say that as a guy who really likes Ange Postecoglou. Like, I'm a big fan of Ange. I like him as a person. I think he's an incredible leader. And I think he is a good manager. I think he's got really bright ideas. I like the way he wants to play. Although sometimes I think he's a bit too naive or maybe a bit too stubborn in that it's kind of his way or the highway. But I do think he has some very positive footballing ideas that, if executed correctly, I think makes his team one of the most fascinating teams to watch. The problem is, there's been too many days where it's gone wrong than compared to days right. Going into this year, though, I'm sorry. Yes, winning a trophy is always seen as a huge success at Spurs because of the last damn near 20 years that the club has kind of faced. But I am of the belief, and I've said this a few times this year now, that Tottenham Hotspur have established themselves as a big enough footballing club. Not to the level of Man United, not to the level of Real Madrid. I get that, right? But the Europa League, the Carabao Cup, even the FA Cup should not be seen as enough to counteract a season where you lose 22 games in the league, right? I get what the trophy means to them. You saw the parade, you saw the fans, you saw the players, you saw, like, it means a lot. I get that. But it can never mean enough to counteract, to balance out 22 losses in the league. And I mean, if you stretch it back to January of last year, like the second half of last season into the entirety of this season, Spurs have been one of the worst teams in the league for that entire run. And I understand there's context to it. They've had huge injury problems, specifically at center back, where Archie Gray has played huge minutes at center back. Dragusin has played huge minutes at center back. There's been injuries throughout the team. I get that. But I'm sorry, 22 losses this season is not acceptable.